Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing the 25 questions in 25 minutes tag. This is a perfume tag. This tag was started by Ilythia Marie. She's obviously a fragrance YouTuber, and I was tagged by Amy Glam here on YouTube, another fragrance YouTuber. So thank you so much, Amy, for tagging me in this video. First of all, I just want to say to Amy, like personally, thank you so much for tagging me. Thank you so much for mentioning me in so many of your videos. I came across Amy's channel like by chance. I just clicked on her video because her thumbnail got me. And as I was watching one of her videos, I hear her say my name and like mention me, and I was like, what? I had never heard anybody talk like about me. Like I didn't even know if like people knew me like that. So thank you so much, Amy, for not only tagging me in this video but just mentioning me on your channel. I appreciate it so much. With all that being said, guys, we're gonna get right into this video. Okay, so question number one is, how many perfumes do you have? I am ashamed to say I have about, last time I counted, it was about like around 90. That's including some of like my minis. Like I have these are like fragrance oils, so that's including these. I have like maybe like 5 or 6 travel type perfumes, so I guess real like full bottles of perfumes, I would say I have like about or around like 88. I'm not really proud of that, and I'm working towards using everything up. Right now I'm kind of in like a no-buy zone. I'm just gonna be working with what I have because what I have is a lot. Question number 2 is favorite fragrance family. My favorite fragrance family, I don't think this will ever change. My nose has gotten more open to a lot more sort of types of fragrances, but my favorite fragrance family ever since I got into fragrance, ever since I was little, is sweet gourmand sort of scents. Those are my favorite. It always has been. It always will be. I've never been the type to like fresh like laundry type scents. Like I feel like my clothes already smell that way. It's like, why would I buy $100 perfume to smell like what my clothes already smell like from the laundry? That's just me. If you like that scent, all power to you. That's my mom's favorite fragrance family. Like she absolutely hates sweet scents. Like she loves her fresh, floral, clean type of scents. And I always like to joke with her and say that she's like boring and that she has no taste. And I know that that's not true, obviously. I'm just like messing with her. Anytime she smells any of like my favorite fragrances, she will literally like gag in front of me. She hates sweet scents. Just because I say that that's my favorite fragrance family doesn't mean that I don't wear any other fragrances. I have a lot of florals. I even have some clean scents, but it really has to depend. People will take apart what you say. Like if I say in a video, I don't like patchouli, I'll have somebody comment like, oh, but you said you don't like patchouli and this perfume has patchouli and you said that you liked it. And it's like they tell me this as if they're like catching me in a lie or something like that. I literally have this one specific person that kind of comments in like most of my videos, and she'll kind of like pick apart everything that I say. And it's really annoying because it's like there's a million perfumes out there and their compositions are different. So just because I say I don't like patchouli and a perfume I like has patchouli doesn't mean anything. It just means that in that perfume the patchouli is hidden or it's complemented well by the other notes. Like it's like I don't even feel like I need to explain this because I'm sure to a normal person like all of you guys all get it. But I just wanted to kind of say that in this video. But yes, to answer the question, favorite fragrance family, sweet gourmand. Okay, question number 3 is how many sprays? It depends on the perfume. I like to go ham though. Like I like to go ham. Like some perfumes are obviously stronger than others, but I would say in my collection I don't have that many perfumes that are like too strong. Like I maybe have a couple where it's like I'll do 2 sprays and I can't do more than that. I would say like my average would be 5 on the stronger scents, probably 2 to 3 on the lighter scents, like 10 to 15. But I would say like average between like 5 to 7, but it really depends. Like I can't tell you exactly how much. Question number 5 is really hard. It's what's your favorite perfume of all time? This is really hard. Okay, I had to pause the video because my neighbor was like singing opera and I literally got so scared because I thought I was like hearing things in my house. My favorite perfume, let's go back to that. I would say, okay, I don't think I can pick just one. Like I really can't. Like as you can tell, I have so many, but I would say Alien would be my favorite perfume of all time. I feel like Alien is one of the first perfumes that I smelled growing up. Like my cousins used to wear it. I grew up in Greece, like just playing around with my cousins, and that would be like the perfume that they always wore. And so I feel like every time I smell that perfume, it just reminds me of really good times in my childhood. And it's really weird because as I grew up, like after not smelling that perfume for a long time, I went to work at this perfume place. I smelled it there and I was like, I didn't really like it. And I don't know if that was because I was influenced by my coworkers, because nobody that I worked with liked that perfume. Like they all hated it. They were all like, oh, it's too much for me. And like I would smell it and I'd be like, oh yeah, it's too much for me. So I don't know if it was just like the influence, but once I got out of that, I smelled it again and I'm like, I actually really like this perfume. Weirdly enough, my Ariana Grande Ari was again one of my first perfumes that I've had for the longest time. Still have it. And it's one of my most complimented perfumes. If anybody that knows me smells that, they're like, oh, this perfume smells like you. Because I feel like for the longest time, that perfume was like my signature scent. Like it was just like what I smelled like. And another one of my favorites that kind of goes equal, like hand in hand, would have to be my JLo Miami Glow. Oh, every time I smell that perfume, I'm just like, I can't speak more highly of it. I have 2 backups of it. I don't know if you can tell, but they're right up there. I will never not have that perfume in my collection. It's strictly kind of like a summer perfume because it's very summery, but it's like, it just has to be my one of my all-time favorites of all time, and that's all thanks to Kathleen Lights for putting me onto that perfume. Question number 6 is least favorite perfume of all time. I have the perfect answer for this question. So this is a perfume that I blind bought because it had so much hype. I should have known because I'm not too much into like like I can handle muskiness, but it has to be mixed with other notes, like a strictly musky perfume. So my least favorite perfume of all time is the Body Shop's White Musk. I had to get rid of it like literally the day that I got it. It smelled like sweat. It smelled like straight up BO to me. I could not do it. Honestly, it was the worst perfume I've ever smelled in my life. Like I just hated it. And then another one that I recently smelled that I really didn't like was Michael Kors Sexy Amber. It honestly made me sick. I didn't buy it, but I was at Ulta and I just like sprayed it on my wrist to try it out. And I hated it literally the entire day. It was so strong too, and I kept on getting whiffs of it, and it was literally making me nauseous. I was like, I cannot wait to go home and wash this right now. But I would say my least favorite of all time would have to be the Body Shop White Musk. That was not it for me. Alright, question number 7 is how do you store them? So right now, this is how I'm storing them. It's in these shelves. My dad put these shelves up in my room. Initially, they're for my shoes, and I actually have the top 2 rows up there. They're for my shoes, and also the bottom row. And I was like, you know what? Why am I wasting these nice floating shelves on my shoes? So I basically just took off all the shoes and I just left the very bottom shelf and then the top 2 shelves just for like my heels and my better looking shoes. And so this is how I store them now. I really like this. They used to all be condensed in like this one little area where I do my makeup and my vanity. And I didn't like it because as my collection was growing, everything was super like bunched up together. There was no space. And I just like the display of this better. And also they're further away from the window and it's a little bit of like a darker space. It's kind of like in a corner of my room, as you can tell. So it's just a lot better of a storage space, I feel like. Not just for like display purposes, but for them to last as long as possible without going bad. Okay, question number 8 is why did you get into perfumes? I think I've always been into perfumes. Like it wasn't like one thing that made me into perfumes. I always joke about it like with everybody that knows me. I always tell people that I think I used to be a dog in a past life because my sense of smell is insane. Honestly, I'm afraid for when I'm gonna be pregnant because obviously when you're pregnant, your sense of smell like is heightened even more. And I'm just like, how can my sense of smell be heightened more than it already is? Because I feel like I can smell from like miles away. Just scents are super sensitive to me. I just love scents because they will instantly transform me somewhere. Like I will smell something and be like, oh, this reminds me of this memory. Just think scents in general, perfumes are so special because they can make you like literally travel in time, and I think that's beautiful. Also, like my mom grew up with a ton of perfumes. Her perfume was way different than mine, and I don't really know where my perfume taste like changed along the way, because as I mentioned earlier, my mom likes the more fresher, sort of cleaner type of scents, but I used to always see her like spray on perfume when I was little, and so I would do it. Obviously, like my cousins, like I said, always had perfumes around them. I've always loved being super like feminine. I've always loved taking care of myself, smelling good and all of that, and that just basically heightened and intensified the older that I grew. But I think within the past year, I would say, is when I've really gotten into fragrance. Like I've always been into fragrance, but not like this. Question number 9 is, what is the main reason you declutter a perfume? So the only reason like so far that I've had to declutter a perfume has been because I just hated the scent. Like for example, my Body Shop White Musk that I literally decluttered the day that I got it, because I'm like, I have so many perfumes, I'm never going to use one that I don't like. I have so many perfumes that I barely get to use the ones that I really like. So it's like, why even keep something that I like somewhat like? I just know that I'm not going to use it because I'll just go for the ones that I really like. I declutter mediocre perfumes that I'm not like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, because it's like, if I don't find a perfume super amazing, I'm just basically using up extra space that I could be filling up with one that I really like. Also, like obviously the more you have, the harder it gets to like choose just one. Obviously that's a really big first world problem. Not even a problem, I'm not like complaining about it, but you know what I mean. So it's like, if I don't like a perfume even a little bit, I'm just like, okay, I'm not doing this. So all of my collection right now is the perfumes that I actually really love. Maybe with the exception of some that I'm like trying to get into, but mostly the ones I declutter are just the ones that I straight up don't like. Question number 10 is, which perfumes have you totally used up? My Ariana Grande Ari, I've gone through like 2 of those perfumes. As I said, when I first started getting into perfume, that was like my signature. So I definitely went through a lot of those. I've gone through MAC Turquoise, and I have the second bottle of that right now. And I think that's it. I mean, obviously, I'm sure there's more that I've gone through like in the past that I just don't remember right now. But I think from what I can remember, that would be it, like as far as like recent ones. And then lately I haven't gone through any, just because as you can tell, I have so much. So even if I love a perfume, I switch on and off. I'll use one perfume one day, different one another day. I don't ever like to focus on one, like just one, because then it's like I'm not giving love to my other ones. However I wake up feeling like I want to smell like is the perfume that I choose. So I try to make it a different one each day. Okay, question 11 is favorite perfume YouTube channels to watch. A newer channel that I've been absolutely obsessed, like I mean obsessed with, has been Jasmine Bullard. She does perfume videos. She does Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret, like perfume layering kind of scents, perfume combination. Like she'll pair up a Bath and Body Works body mist with another Bath and Body Works body mist and just like create a really original scent. Or she'll pair up a Bath and Body Works body mist with a perfume. She does those kind of videos, and just like hygiene videos in general, how to smell good videos. And she also does makeup, so it's kind of like everything that I love into one. I've just been so in love with her channel lately. She would definitely be at the top right now. Another one is Michaela Wagner. She basically does like hygiene videos. I don't think she has many like actual perfume videos, but I know she's done Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret sort of scent type videos, and then mainly hygiene, I would say. So that's another one I really love. I love Mila LeBlanc. I love her sassiness and everything about her. I love her realness, everything. I love Amy Glam. She's a perfume YouTuber. I love her perfume videos. Her thumbnails always get me. I'm always clicking on her channel. Her thumbnail is like what got me into her channel, like when I first stumbled on her channel. But she has a ton of perfume videos. She has a ton of perfume hauls. She blind buys a lot. She just has a really wide range of perfumes. I feel like if I'm like thinking of a perfume that I want to know like if I should buy this or not, I'll go to her channel and like check out her reviews. And her favorite fragrance family is Sweet Gourmands as well. So it's like I can trust anything that she says. I love Chloe Yasmin. Natalie Grace. Oh, she's another one of my favorites. I have watched her literally since the beginning of her channel. I've binge watched like every single one of her videos multiple times. She does perfumes, she does body sprays, Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body Works, hygiene videos. As you can tell, that's like my genre of YouTube. That's like my favorite genre of YouTube at the moment. And then I would say Kathleen Lights. She's not a perfume YouTuber, obviously, but she has made a lot of perfume videos. She is the person that got me into my JLo Miami Glow, which is probably one of my all-time favorite scents, as I already mentioned. And I love Kathleen, literally her personality and everything. Like, I literally love everything about Kathleen. So I know that she doesn't do like that many perfume videos. Like, she's mainly a makeup reviewer, but I'm obsessed with her perfume videos and just any video of her in general. Like, I just watch her videos because of her personality. I would say those are like my top favorite perfume YouTubers. Question number 12 is very first perfume you ever bought because of a YouTuber. I think I remember this one. I think it was Taylor Swift Wonderstruck, like the one in the purple bottle. And that was because Mac Barbie 07. And I remember that to this day. And that was before I was really into perfumes like how I am now. I asked for it for Christmas. It was on my Christmas wish list. And I did end up getting it. And I like cherished that perfume with my life. It was like my favorite perfume ever. It was my only perfume, but I loved it. Like, I wore it every single day. I could not get enough. And that was because of Mac Barbie or Bethany Moda. Question number 13 is, what is your goal for your perfume collection? I don't really have like a specific goal. I would say I would never want my perfume collection to be honestly bigger than it is right now. I honestly do not really want to go past 100 perfumes because at that point that would just be so overwhelming. It's already overwhelming. I would literally never be able to pick. I feel like in the future when I buy more perfumes, I'm just going to declutter and make room instead of just grow and grow, because at that point it's like, I love a perfume collection, but I don't want a collection just for the purpose of having to say that I have a perfume collection. It's like I actually want to use what I have. So yeah, that's my goal for my perfume collection. Okay, question number 14 is most expensive perfume you ever bought. So the most expensive perfume would have to be this. That is in my collection, but I didn't buy this. My parents bought this for me. This is Love by Killian Don't Be Shy. This straight up smells like a marshmallowy sweet tart. I feel like the whole craze about this perfume began because people were saying that this is the perfume that Rihanna wears, and everybody that meets Rihanna says that she smells amazing. The first person that I heard talk about this perfume was actually Kathleen Lights. She mentioned it in like a favorites video, and she said the whole thing about like it being Rihanna's perfume, and I'm like, and then I checked out the notes and it had marshmallow in it, and I'm like, oh my god, that is definitely gonna be on my perfume list. And I put it on my wish list for Christmas, and my parents bought it for me. This is like $270, which is crazy, but ooh, it really is that good. I don't have any perfume that smells anywhere close to what this smells like. It's really, really that good. This is definitely my most expensive in my collection. I think the other ones in my collection kind of like average at the $100 mark. Question number 15 is best blind buy in recent memory. Okay, I know exactly which one this is. That would be my La Belle from Jean Paul Gaultier. Oh my god, this perfume is such a sexy, this is pear, vanilla, and vetiver, I believe. It's literally 3 notes in this perfume, but it is so sexy, seductive, sweet. Everything that I love about a perfume this has, and I can't believe I like took so long to buy it. I included this when I got it in a first impressions video, and I smelled it for the first time. So if you want to see like my first, like actual first impression on that perfume, go check out that video. I'll link it up here. But yeah, that's definitely like my best blind buy that I can remember recently. I would say that's like my best blind buy of all time, but especially for recent, like it's a more recent ish perfume purchase of mine. Question number 16 is your partner's favorite scent on you. I feel like he has a lot. Like I feel like everything that I wear he really likes. He definitely likes the sweeter scents. I know that this is not really a perfume, but one of the scents that he loves on me, and honestly it's one of my favorites that is not actually a perfume, is Velvet Petals from Victoria's Secret. I have like a million backups of that perfume, and every time I wear it he's like in love. He loves my Riri. Since the moment that I got it, I don't think he has ever complimented any other perfume that I have more than he has that perfume. He loves my KKW Body 2, like he's obsessed with that one. He loves my Valentino Donna Born in Roma. He loves Lolita Lampica, which I love. So basically the sweeter scents he loves on me. And I'm very glad about that because that's all I wear. Question number 17 is if you had a signature scent. My signature scent is kind of like anything in the category of like sweet, candy, sugary, marshmallowy, gourmand type of scents. Anything in the category of Ariana Grande's Ari. That type of smell is like my signature scent, and I feel like that's what people characterize me as. Question number 18 is Dupe Houses, yes or no? I don't really know too much about Dupe Houses, to be honest. Why not? Like, I don't have anything against that. I think Dossier is a really popular dupe house where they dupe a lot of really high-end, like, niche fragrances. I honestly love that. I think it's amazing in a way because if you don't want to spend the money on a like super high-end perfume, then you can do that. At the same time, there is something to be said about just having the original. But obviously not everybody can afford that or want to spend that kind of money on just a perfume, because the average person is not going to drop so much money on a perfume because they just use it as like a everyday kind of thing, not like a collector like I am. So I mean, I don't have anything against dupe houses. Personally, I think it's pretty cool, but I mean, I could see it from like the actual original perfumes perspective, how that would be kind of disrespectful in a way, because it's like that's kind of taking away from them. But at the same time, like, it's not, I don't know. I don't have anything against it. So I would say yes. If I had to pick yes or no, I would say yes. Question number 19 is how often do you wear perfume? I wear perfume every single day. If not perfume, I wear a scent every single day. I have a huge collection of Bath & Body Works scents and Victoria's Secret scents. So if it's like a day where I'm inside or something like that, I'll wear a body mist. But I pretty much wear a scent on me like every single day. Like even to sleep, I will wear a scent. I just always love smelling something, like something good. I just love it. So definitely every day for me. Question number 20 is last perfume you let go of and why? So I actually didn't even show you guys this perfume because literally the second I got it, I got rid of it. And I guess this would go into the category of perfumes that are like your least favorite of all time. And that was Curve. It was like a, I don't know, it was the purple one, the Curve in the purple like tin bottle. I got it because for some reason I thought it was this perfume that my cousin had when we were growing up, because that perfume came in like this purple bottle. But that one, I talked to her about it after the fact and I'm like, is this the perfume they used to have when we were kids? And she was like, no, the perfume was called Amethyst, something Amethyst, but it literally like does not exist anymore. Like I cannot find it online anywhere. It literally doesn't exist. I'll put a picture of the perfume that we were talking about. That literally was so good. When I tell you guys, that was the best perfume ever, but it's non-existent anymore, which is really sad. But it came in like a purple tin as well. So when I saw the Curve purple one, I saw it at Ross. I'm like, is this the one? And so I picked it up. Literally the worst smelling perfume ever. It had that same sort of scent that Body Shop White Musk had, like this musky BO kind of scent. I was like, no, heck no. So I ended up just giving it away. But yeah, that's the last perfume I let go of. Okay, question 21 is perfume you'd most like to buy. I say it in so many videos. At the top of my perfume wish list for the longest time was this one, and then I got it, and then Delina will always, like, until I get it, it will always be at the top of my perfume list, but that's a very, very hefty price. But that's been like high on my perfume list for a very long time. Okay, question number 22 is perfume everyone else seems to like that you don't. One that kind of comes to mind is Fancy by Jessica Simpson. I never liked that perfume. People said it was like a really sweet caramel sort of scent, which I'm all about. And even by the notes and everything, it seemed really good. But I don't know, there's something about it I do not like. Like, I think I can smell the caramel in it, but I don't know, just not as good as everyone else seems to. I guess, I don't know, I just really did not like that. And I had it in my collection for a bit, but I ended up giving it away. I don't know, I didn't really care for it. It was not great. Question number 23 is favorite thing about perfume in general. As I said earlier, my favorite thing about perfume was just the fact that it can create a memory. So it's like when I smell a perfume, it could bring me back to that really good time, or a really bad time. It kind of goes hand in hand, but definitely the memories that perfumes kind of have associated with them. If you bring a perfume with you like on vacation or something like that, and then you come back, you will always smell that perfume and think back to that time. I love the association with like memories that perfumes create. That would have to be my favorite part. And then also just the fact that they make you smell good, but that's like obviously. Question number 24 is, are you a blind buyer or a try before you buy? I mean, I would definitely like to try a scent before I buy it, but at the same time, I do like blind buying scents just because I like the rush that you get from it, like seeing the notes, kind of creating an idea, and then getting the perfume and smelling it and being like, oh wow, this smells exactly like what I imagined, or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but I think that that's exciting. Like, I think that's all part of the perfume experience. So I honestly do like blind buying, but it is kind of like a risk. I guess both, but I do like the risk of blind buying. It's not a risk, I don't know, it's like, it's exciting is what I'm trying to say. Question number 25 is, if you created your own perfume, what would it smell like and what would the notes be? I love this question. So if I created my own perfume, it would definitely be some sort of sweet gourmand, which I know is overdone, but my perfume notes would definitely include marshmallow. That is one of my favorite notes. Definitely include black currant, another one of my favorite notes. Vanilla, maybe caramel, some sugary delicious notes in there, maybe some fruits, sweet, basically very sweet type of scent. So yeah, so that is it for this perfume tag. Thank you, Amy, for tagging me, and thanks to Ilythia Marie for actually creating this tag for all of us to do. I tag literally anybody that wants to do this tag. I hope you guys liked this video. Please subscribe to my channel and turn your post notifications on, and follow my Instagram. I'll have that right here, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.